I absolutely must get this written down. I absolutely must get this recorded at all costs. Anyways, you might be wondering how I got here. Here is my story. It was a red CD-ROM case, about the size of the average book. There were no words of any kind, even when I turned it over on the other side. Sod all. I was kind of excited. It looked like a computer game that the previous house owners had left behind. Since I absolutely loved computers at the time, I was interested in giving it a go on my Dell. But when I opened it, the disc inside lacked any kind of artistic illustrations. Instead, just a bland, white colour with some text written on it in black marker. The words were Chatroom 98. I wasn't exactly pleased when I learned it wasn't a game. But since someone had already went through the effort of making a chatroom disc, rather than the vast chat rooms available on the internet, I concluded it would be somehow different. That I got right. Having kicked the worthless books down the attic ladder, I inserted the disc inside my old laptop. After a brief moment, a red box with no text in it appeared. I wasn't sure what to make of it at first, but it seemed to linger there for half a minute. Then the screen went black for a brief moment and flashed. The words, "Welcome to Chatroom 98" appeared at the top centre of the screen. Chatroom 98. What was the significance of that number? Then, what appeared to be a white text box opened up in the centre. I didn't know what to type, so I randomly put in, "Hello." I didn't expect any kind of response, but then I got one. A person by the name of Darwin Clark replied,
"Good afternoon."
There was no possible way that this person was real. It seemed like I was the only processor of this chatroom disk. Then I realised it was one of those chatbots, a software designed to simulate an intelligent conversation with whoever talks to it. ICT was the only thing I was good at. I still thought it was strange though. I tried to start a conversation to see what extent the AI had been programmed. "Lovely weather we're having," I wrote. No sooner than 3 seconds, Mr. Clark replied,
"No, it seems rather miserable today."
I was taken back. The weather was more or less exactly how he put it. I didn't know either, until I looked out the window and saw it was about to rain. It seemed the books had only one day to live, but I wasn't too surprised. The chatbot was probably programmed to say that, since this is England I live in, it could have been more than likely. I typed in, "So what are your favourite movies?" Again, I got a response.
"I do not watch movies. I prefer the theater."
The theatre? Was I talking to an old man? I replied, "How old are you?" I didn't care if the bot got offended. It would have to give me an answer eventually. The answer was,
"I will tell you about myself. I was born in 1867 and two sisters, whom I hated.
Okay, right, whoever programmed this was clearly having a laugh. I typed back, laughing hysterically as I wrote. Well, I was born in 2098, with two identical twin brothers who are also aliens from the planet Boogaloo. I am also Jesus. I wondered what the senile old man would say next. I knew it was a chatbot, but I kept thinking it was a real person for some unexplainable reason. He said,
Really? After all, nice to meet you, Mr. Jesus. Have your brothers abducted anyone yet?
I cracked up again. Whoever made this must have done an impressive job. Yes, they are actually alien pedophiles who prey on human children. You'd better watch out. They also have a fetish for CD-ROMs. The next reply was just plain unsettling.
Well, although I may appear to be a CD-ROM, I was actually a human myself, once, until I faced judgment for my transgressions.
I didn't know what he was saying, but the poignant detail of his description startled me for a second. It felt real. Too real. And then, to my surprise, he typed another message.
You don't understand. Let me make myself plain. My sisters, whom I hated, met with a tragic accident.
I was starting to feel cold. This was not just a chatbot. This must have been a psycho chatbot or something. Or it was a big joke. I typed in to see his reaction. Do you know what my brothers have done lately? And then, I was met with the biggest surprise of all. Darwin Clark responded again. Only this time, I could see his message being typed out, like a ticker-tape typewriter.
You are an only child, David.
What the hell? I was seriously getting creeped out now, so I typed in, "What the hell are you?" And the response simply couldn't have been made by an AI. It seemed too much like a human was actually talking to me.
Let me tell you a story. Do you know what happened to your house's previous owners?
I sat there, like an idiot, staring at the computer, awaiting a response.
The same that happened to my two sisters. Remember, I despised both of them.
That was it. I moved the cursor to the top right corner to click on the cross button and end this nightmare. I was relieved. I'd only been talking to it for 5 minutes, but it seemed like 2 hours. But when I tried to shut down the PC, the unthinkable happened. The computer became unresponsive. It went all glitchy. Worse still, the chat room opened by itself. I got another message, and by this time I was sure to be hallucinating by now.
You have not heard everything yet.
I scrambled at the keyboard. I was losing my mind. What are you? Are you messing with my computer? Stop! This isn't funny! Finally, I think this is where it happened. Darwin Clark typed in again. This time in a much slower, ticker tape typewriter fashion than last time. I could hear nothing more than my own heartbeat. It intensified more and more with each passing letter. My face was practically melting with sweat as I focused more and more on the letters as they were being typed. The horrified expression on my face would have become so visible. I think I remember seeing it in the reflection of my laptop. The final message he gave me, which lost me my sanity and ruined my health, was,
Look behind you.
I remember feeling as if everything around me was slowing down. I really was worried. Part of me knew that there would be something behind me, and a smaller part tried to assure me that there was nothing there. I shut my eyes and clenched my teeth violently together and shot my head back like a bullet. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I spat out a weak laugh and nodded my head in relief, and I felt like everything was safe again, until I looked back to my computer monitor. I only saw it for a nanosecond of a nanosecond, but that was all I could take. After that, apparently I screamed violently and fell unconscious for 4 hours. That's what Dr. Martin told me. He's the guy looking after me at the moment. He really doesn't know what I've been through. And here I am now, sitting in a bed at 4:30 AM, recording this story to the world. Even as I record this, I still worry that the face will appear once again and scare the hell out of me. I seem to be suffering from a trauma. My eyes have grown dark purple circles around them, because I've literally not slept at all since 2 weeks ago. I tried sleeping, but that face stops me from sleeping. Now that I've recorded this story, I urge everybody to watch out. If you see a red CD-ROM case, throw it away. Do not open it, and do not use it. I'm now going to jump out a 3rd-story window. I can't take this anymore. I'm scared. I want to die now. If anyone tries to resuscitate me, then screw you too.